Hey everyone, welcome to your Self-Helpless snack, where we give you a little taste of the Self-Helpless podcast with a mini episode. I'm Delaney Fisher, and today is a bit different. I'm not sharing a bite from a conversation or hot tips about a certain topic or anything like that. This is more of an announcement. I would love to invite you or someone you know to submit to be a guest on the Self-Helpless podcast. I'm beyond grateful to have been able to chat with a variety of guests throughout the years, celebrities, renowned experts, best-selling authors. I've learned so much, and from what you've shared with me, you have as well. And I really want to incorporate your stories more often on the podcast. So if you've been through something tough and you would like to tell your story to help others, or maybe you've created a bunch of really fun tips around something and you don't plan on writing a book about it, but you'd really love to share it. Maybe there's something you heard on this podcast that you implemented and you want to take us through the steps for how you did it and the impact it's made. Perhaps you made a huge lifestyle change, like leaving a big corporate job in the city and sold all your stuff to go live in the woods and make soap or something. Whatever it is, I would love to hear from you. So please send your info in and apply to be on the show. Or if you know someone who you think would be interested in sharing their experience, please send this over to them. You don't need to be famous. You don't have to be an expert in a health field. You don't need to have written a book or have a big social media following. You actually don't need an online presence at all. And it's also okay if you've never shared your story before. It's okay if you've never been on a podcast before. Everyone has something to share, and we would really love to learn more about you. So a couple ways to apply. Number one, we have a Patreon community over at patreon.com/selfhelpless. Our patron submissions are always prioritized because that is one of the gifts that we offer when someone becomes a member. But you do not have to join Patreon to be considered for the show. We just review those submissions and schedule those episodes first, and they're prioritized for those spots first. So patrons will be sending out an email soon, giving you instructions for guest submissions, and you can respond to that email. It's a private submission. It's not on a public forum or comment section or anything like that. Or the other option, you can send in your story to selfhelplesspodcast@gmail.com. Share your name and email address and a few sentences about yourself and what you'd like to share on the show. And if we think it's a great fit for the podcast, you will be contacted directly with next steps. Please try to be concise with these, as we have a lot of emails we need to sift through, and we don't want to miss any important information that you're sharing with us. All right, everyone, that's it. Feel free to share this announcement with anyone in your life who may want to submit. We'll be making selections in the next handful of weeks or so. Please don't wait to send in your email submission. And perfectionists, no need to overthink this. It can be simple. It can be easy. You can get it done in under 5 minutes. Jot down your bullet points and click send. I can't wait to have you on the show. Talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning into Self-Helpless. You can find our brand new merch, Patreon community, and other fun goodies at selfhelplesspodcast.com. We'd be thrilled if you left an Apple Podcast review, shared this episode with a friend, or post about it on Instagram and tag us at Self-Helpless Podcast so we can repost you and say hi. As an independently produced show, we sincerely appreciate your support. Thanks, everybody.